Hi, everyone. I'm Stella CB. I'm a health and fitness coach for women in menopause, and I am the host of this Inspire show. And as you know, I always bring guests who can inspire you on some way. Today we have here Amita Sharma, and she's a co-founder of NourishDoc, and this is a holistic wellness platform. Hi, Amita.
Hi, Stella. How are you? Thank you so much. I was just telling you, I admire your work so much. So thank you. What an honor to be with you here.
Thank you for coming. What is your story? How did you get there that you make something like this wellness platform?
Yeah, I'm like millions of women out there who were clueless about perimenopause. I knew what menopause is. I think most of us have learned it in our biology, like seventh, eighth grade biology. I don't remember when, but what we are not prepared is 10 years before we are hitting menopause, there's something called perimenopause. And that's what started hitting me like a rock, right? Things flying all over my face. I'm sweating. I'm kind of having embarrassing moments. I'm having issues with my productivity at work. I'm having issues with my relationships. You name it, and I have it. I had it actually. So it was, my life was a hell because I couldn't think straight. So that's what started triggering my thought process. And I'm like everyone else, I went to my OBGYN and I'm getting medication prescription and nothing's wrong with you. It's part of your process. You're getting, all those things, right? Standard
Mm.
answers. So I started digging into holistic wellness and started thinking about, there has to be a better way to take care of yourself. And that's when this whole journey started for me to
Mhm.
digging into the research of understanding how this whole perimenopause journey starts 7 to 10 years before, how these symptoms start creeping up on you, and also how you can embrace holistic therapies to start taking care of yourself. So it was a pet project. And then slowly, slowly, now it has become a holistic wellness platform, and I'm here with you.
Wow. I know I was in perimenopause and menopause. I'm 55 and I know everything. And when I went to the doctor, also told it's normal. Everything is normal. I don't want it. And I also dig in. So, but I called it the Menobeast. So, what is all about your wellness platform?
So the idea is like you said yourself, you've gone through this perimenopause, menopause. What I really wanted to bring to millions of women out in the world was a simple, affordable solution where women can really educate themselves. What is perimenopause, right? How can they figure out what's happening to their bodies and what is it they can do, a self-care defense, like be prepared. It's like, okay, you're going to a war now, right? You know that you're going to a war. It is like a war. If you think about it, if you're unprepared, guess what? You're going to get defeated. You don't know what the enemy is looking, going to do to you. Now, here, the enemy is all these symptoms. You have no idea what is going to get on you. But if you're prepared, if you know how to
Hmm.
take care of yourself, if you know how to use simple lifestyle modifications as your defense, right? Your nutrition, your exercise, your movement, your spirituality, your aromatherapy, you name it. There are so many kits. And you use them to help yourself as a self care technique. And that's what our platform is all about. The first phase is pricing it. We're going to price it under $10, like $6, $7 a month. Women can go in and understand what perimenopause is, postmenopause, and use some holistic therapies in a bite-sized information on daily basis to really adjust their diet, their exercise, their daily routine, all the other things that they need to help them navigate, not only navigate, but thrive during this process, right? Because most of the women, if you know, that we are all complaining about, oh my God, my weight around abdomen, is not going away, right? Most of the women said, oh my God, I've got my tire in my abdomen. Our hair starts getting sometimes, a lot of women start getting hair thinning. The skin collagen goes down, right? Then we're not able to sleep at night, then there's a hormonal anger and all kind of emotional issues. So, but there is holistic therapies that can help you. And that should be the first line of defense. And that's what our platform is really helping to reach women all over the world with affordability and learn. And then after that, the next step could be, okay, now I understand with the help of the experts, if I want one-on-one, with the exercise, with the yoga, with the naturopath, whoever, then you take that journey towards with your education, with your fully awareness of where you are. And that's what we are trying to do in this platform, is make it available from holistic experts like yourself to every woman in the world.
Yeah, it's so nice because we really need it. I think we don't speak enough about menopause, and these answers that used to it, it's not the answer. And I was also digging it, and I try to understand. And I also I changed my diet. I started to do exercises, and I started to sleep better after that. Yeah. So it's a solution. Just we didn't know. Nobody told us. So on this way we can help each other.
Absolutely. Nobody tells you, right? That's the problem. And I'm not saying don't take HRT, but even if you take HRT, you still need to change this entire your diet and all those things to make sure that you are thriving beyond the menopause, right? Beyond the postmenopause. That's very important. You don't want to be getting into chronic conditions or osteoporosis and diabetes and health issues. I mean, heart health issues, right? Or dementia. I mean, the data is actually very bad. If you look at the data, postmenopausal women, 80% of them have one chronic condition. I mean, this is United States data, but I'm pretty sure it's probably
It's in Hungary too.
yes, yeah, applicable to the world for that matter, right?
Yes, and I think the problem is starting with gaining weight in menopause.
Yes.
And if we don't say stop or to lose that excess weight, that's that will bring chronic diseases. And that's why I also promote healthy aging, because we don't have to lose just for 1 year this excess weight. We have to change our lifestyle to stay healthy on a long term, in a long term, not just for next 5 years or 1 year. I want to stay energized in my 70s also.
Absolutely. And beyond that, right? Beyond that, because
Yes.
the age we are living longer. And
In
and
100.
yes, exactly.
Yeah. Um, what is emotional digestion?
What is, I'm sorry, what the question?
Emotional digestion.
Emotional. Yeah, emotional digestion. So look at all
Digestion.
the emotion. Yes, look at all the emotions that we are feeling, right, at this age. And starting from perimenopause all the way postmenopausal, anger, right? Anger at the system. Nobody tells you, when you go to gynecologist to prepare you. There's an anger that's happening, in women. Also, your emotional digestion, all that bottled up emotions that women are keeping to themselves. They don't release their emotions. We are always giving to others. We are not really taking care of ourselves. We're taking care of our parents, our kids, our spouses, our partners, everyone else. So all the emotions as a society, women are just bottling it up. They don't express it for the fear of, oh, I will upset that person. It's also cultural. Some cultures have it more, but I find it universal amongst women all over the world. We are nurturers. So we are keeping all these emotions bottled up in our I don't know where, in our chest or somewhere, and we are not really releasing them. And that's what I say, emotional digestion. We are not
Mm-hmm.
digesting our emotion and saying and openly we are angry, we are frustrated, we are fearful. Because we are fearful because we have anxiety and apprehension. What will this happen to my career because I'm reaching a stage of perimenopause, menopause? It is going to, not that women care about the fertility, maybe some of them do because they're getting married later, but also most of us are apprehension as to how is my career going to look like? Am I going to be able to do something, with my life after that, right? All these emotions are happening in our body. Surprise. I'm caught by surprise by all these strange symptoms. I'm not prepared for that. We could be irritated, crankiness, mood swings, right? Mood swings is one of the symptoms of menopause, perimenopause. Brain fog, we can forget some things. And I'm not used to forgetting something. I'm a very alert person. Suddenly I'm forgetting. I'm embarrassed. All these emotions, loss of confidence, loss of self-esteem. I don't look the same as I used to look when I was in my 20s, right? So physical attributes have changed for us. So all these are emotions that women are holding on to to their chest. They need to release it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We have to release our emotions, otherwise cancer, if you think about it, if you look at a lot of
Mm-hmm.
research, right? So it's important for women to digest their emotions. It's okay to release these emotions. You are not alone. Women, there are billion other women who are going through this throughout the world. It's okay to have all these emotions. It's perfectly okay to release these emotions. You can give yourself permission to be human, to be okay. You don't have to prove it to anyone. You just have to be okay for yourself. That is so important for women, to be who they are, to releasing their emotions. Childhood trauma could also sometimes, just get all bottled up. You need to release it, or any other abuse, domestic abuse, or so many women go through all these things as well, all over the world.
Yes, and who has family always? Somebody else is most important than ourselves. Yes, our children, our husband, our parents, and everybody else, and we are the last for ourselves. So we have
Yes.
to change that, to nourish ourselves, to relax, and just sometimes said no.
Absolutely. It's okay to say no. And we are not used to saying no, right? Women, we have a very hard time, especially the younger women are different because they are more confident, that culture of millennials, or because 30 something, that's a different culture, because they have been raised with a lot of financial independence. But our women over 40, 45 plus, there's a different generation of women who have been raised in a different way, who are not used to saying no, who are always used to nourishing the others rather than themselves.
Yes. And yes, it's also stress management, I think, because I speaking a lot about that also, because not just the emotion, but the stress we feel about everything, and if it's perimenopause is come, we also stressing because I can't sleep well or something else. So is it some way you propose what to do then?
Yeah, absolutely. See, perimenopause, there is a lot of things women can do during this phase. And in a short session that we have, um, it's important for women to take on a daily routine based on some of the principles of yoga, some Ayurveda, some naturopathy. I talked a little bit about the nutrition, the exercise. So Ayurveda actually has a very good principle of setting a daily routine. So on a
Mhm.
daily basis, you should really take care of your senses, your mind, body, and soul. It talks about
Mhm.
that. It's not just your physical health. Of course, physical health is important. I'm not saying that, but also you're nurturing your mind and spirituality and your soul is also very important. So having some kind of a daily routine where you are not only nourishing your body through a proper diet, but also nourishing your soul is, by doing some yoga, by doing some pranayama, breathing exercising, by doing some simple meditation, by also using some oils, medicated oils to nurture yourself. These are
Mhm.
very, right? Essential oils are very good. Aromatherapy is very good. Also, your talk therapy, you don't have to talk to someone every day, but you can talk about how your feelings. Maybe you don't have anyone to talk about, but journaling, could be very
Journaling,
good
yes.
as well, right? Um, and diet is so important. We know food is medicine. So really changing your diet according to who you are, right? Is actually step number one. And different type of movements. Yoga is good, but also resistance training and some of the other exercise, like even walking, swimming, all those things, building exercise movement in your routine becomes very important. And then, so all these things, if you combine it, you make a simple daily routine to really take care of yourself. Like for your hair, you can massage your hair once a week, right? Or maybe more, different type of oils and different type of nourishing topical items. So there's
Mhm.
a lot, right? There's a lot of things that one can do to really take care of themselves. Having positive thoughts is so important. Getting rid of negative energy. We talked a little bit
Mhm.
about the emotions, emotion digestion just now, but important for you to get rid of, training your mind to get rid of negative thoughts so that you think positive, right? So all these things, when you put it in a daily routine and you do it on a daily basis, it becomes your habit, right? Um, and letting go of all the processed food is, I think all of us know processed food is very bad. The sugar, the alcohol, the caffeine, and replenishing it with the right kind of foods changes your entire, gut biome, so to
Yes.
speak, right?
Yes.
So taking care of your gut health. Now, if you take care of your gut health, making sure your gut health is good, automatically your mental health will be good because gut and mental health is connected. When if your
Yes.
mental health is good, you've got positive energy, you will think positive and make a purpose in your life, so to speak. So
Yes.
intentions, setting intentions. So there's a lot of things women can do to help themselves.
Yes. And to feel better. And
Yep.
in the long term, yes. Yes, I started to do workouts before a few years ago, and I always find a new one and a new one, and
Mhm.
I mixed all because it's a little yoga, it's a little body weight training, it's a little balanced
Mhm.
qigong, um, um, what is animal moves or everything, and it's I mixed it all, and I'm doing every day some a little different, but it's I really like it because it's a mix of everything.
Yes. Yeah, and also being very open with your partner or with your husband, with your spouse, whoever you have in your life, if you are in a relationship, if there's another thing that some women can also feel a loss of libido, right? So that can also impact your relationship. We don't talk about it. We're so scared, taboo, right?
Mhm.
We say, "Oh my God, I'm not going to talk about this," right? It's important to talk all this out so that you're open in your relationship. There are a lot of women, a loss of libido is one of the symptoms, by the way, of perimenopause. And that also can impact your relationships with your partner. So it's important to understand what kind of symptoms you are facing as a woman. Let's say loss of libido is one of them, or vaginal dryness is one of them. There are ways you can fix it, right? So I'm just giving examples, or even hot flashes and night sweats, if that is one of them. Then you can tame your hot flashes with the right type of food, with the cooling foods, right? So depends on each and every woman's body and what she's feeling, what kind of symptoms is she's feeling, and also sometimes the body type. Ayurveda has 3 types of body types, right? It talks about Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So it depends on which constitution, and to put it in a plain English, it depends on a simple constitution that your body has. Depend on that. If you balance that imbalance, your body will be in balance. So in other words, in simple English, what they're talking about is balancing your hormones, right? What we call
Mm-hmm.
it,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're really talking about balancing your hormones and using these complicated words to talk the same thing. So the body has to be in balance, and if it's not in balance, then we know all these symptoms that are kind of creeping up on us. And so important to have your hormones in balance. Important to understand these symptoms when they are beginning to start, and nip it in the bud.
Yes, I read in few groups. Some of the women feel they lost their femininity and they are
Yes,
not good for anything.
yes,
And wanted to uplift them. No, it's not true. You don't have to fear that because there is ways. Like you can help, and I can help, and we are here to help to other women. I would like to say to anybody, everybody, to yes, we can change everything, and we can live a balanced life again. Just we have to know the way.
yeah. I think I know what you're saying. A lot of women, when they start losing their hair, some of them, right? Or even they're cancer survivors, they've lost like a lot of hair. So hair is a feminine kind of a feature of a woman, if I may say so. So they feel, or if they're put on weight, as an example, they don't look the same as they used to look 30 years back, or when, so they don't recognize themselves because all these physical things have happened into their body. But you are beautiful the way you are, but there are a lot of ways that you can incorporate some of the holistic therapies to getting rid of the weight is possible. There is, weight loss is possible. It's not that it is not impossible at all. Sustainable is difficult. Sustaining a certain weight is difficult, yes, but you can do it. Even the hair can be grown. There is, yes, yes, you can. So there are ways to help women. Women should not feel that they've lost their femininity or anything like that. They should seek help, right? They should not have the feeling of all this. We were expressing the feelings of anger, the feeling of fear, right? We were talking about that. And these are all the feelings that they don't feel. I'm not feeling desirable, right? Or I'm not feeling as beautiful, or I'm not feeling the same I used to feel. They need to take those feelings and take it out, accept who they are now, and get on the journey of whatever is bothering them to take care of that part, right?
Yes. As if they and I always telling that they need also to learn always something new. That
Yes,
they had to train their mind also, not just their body, mind
yes,
also, because in our 50s we can, or 40s, 50s, we can also have new goals and we can achieve them if we want. If we are healthy, we can do anything we want. And if we
absolutely.
take care about our body, and we dig in it, and we help ourselves, nourish ourselves, we can do anything we want.
Absolutely. See, women, the thing is, we are living in a culture where the culture is so fast paced. It's just going at a jet speed. And suddenly the AI is here, right? We are reading every single day, or humans are going, oh, right? All AI is going to take over all the jobs, and suddenly we women are in our 40s, 50s, and we feel, oh my God, I have to, right? What do I do? I'm going to lose my job, my career, and I'm not up to the speed, all those feelings. But we can train ourselves at any age,
Yes.
like you said. We should not feel that just because we are at a certain age that our life has finished and we are not useful to the society or the community. We can definitely, we have that power. We are the nurturers. We are the, we are giving birth to the mankind. We women are very strong, right?
Yes.
So look at it. Women are giving birth to the entire mankind. So we can do anything in the world.
Yeah. And the world is changing. The world is so fast, so we have to keep
Yes.
everything in. We have to learn also
Yes,
to be
yes,
in.
that is, yes. You have to keep pace with the time, and it can be challenging, right? It can be challenging at times.
And that is good because we have to change a little. We have to change everything around ourselves also because that is life. Everything is changing all the time, so we can't stay like how we was in 20s or 30s. The world was different then, and now it's different.
Yeah, I
So we
think in
have to
our
keep up.
generation, yeah, our generation, we have seen a change, very drastic change in our
Yes.
generation, as opposed to our parents' generation. Their generation, they did not see so much change the way our generation has changed. So it can be nerve-wracking sometimes, right? It can be scary. It can be, as you start aging, it can be, oh my God, I cannot keep up with the speed the world is going, and I will right. These are all natural feelings, and we should express them, but on the same token we should feel the inner energy that we have, each one of us has as a woman, and we know we have that energy. We have that compassion, the nurture, the ability to tackle anything in the world. So use that to retrain yourself or learn something new if you have to.
Yes. I always trying to find the positive thing in new things because I'm still here and I can see these new things. And so if I'm here, I can learn it. Oh, and I always ask two questions. um, if you could go back in time and you could say some advice to yourself, where would you go and what would you say?
Yeah, it's a very good question. I say that to myself multiple times. I have thought about it. But I honestly will go back in my 20s, and what I will say about to myself would be confident, believe in yourself. I think I was not a confident person. I didn't believe in myself. And it's important to believing, investing in yourself, believing in yourself. That's the advice I will give to myself if I can go back in time. And don't worry what anyone else says, just believing in yourself and marching on what you think is right. So
Yes. And what is your message to my listener?
self-love, I think I will tell all the women to investing in yourself, to loving yourself, to believing in yourself, to getting your all the negative emotions out. Don't care about it, and just live your life the way you want to. You are beautiful, you are worth it. That's the message I want to give to all the women in the world.
So beautiful. Yes.
Mhm.
How they can reach you?
Yes, they can reach me, www.nourishdoc.com. We are also on Insta, nourish_doc. So we are coming up with the app. I talked a little bit about the app in the month of June. In the next 2 weeks, the app will be out. So we look forward to everyone's feedback.
Yeah, nice. Thank you. I will write down all the Instagram and all your
Thank
website
you.
and everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure to have you as my guest.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.